Legacy is a private Christian school that is a university model. It is fully accredited by Advanced Ed, which also accredits colleges and universities in the state of Texas and all throughout the United States. The university model is based off of Deuteronomy 6, where it talks about, talk about these commandments with your children from the time they get up in the morning, while you're walking about, while you're at the table. So that's the premise of the whole university model option. Our elementary students attend classes 2 days a week under the guidance and tutelage of professional degreed instructors. And then they spend 3 days at home under the instruction of their parents, who are there to reinforce what is taught in the classroom on Tuesday and Thursday.
Kids are in the classroom part of the time. They get that social interaction, they get that time with learning under a certified teacher, and then they have time at home where they get to learn their lessons in their own home environment with their siblings and their parents, and kind of see things from that side as well. It teaches them to be very, very independent. But the one thing I love about Legacy is that it is a very Christ-centered school, and that they get reinforcement of the Christian values from the administrators to the teachers to their fellow classmates.
As the students get older, they spend more time in the classroom. So they're in class, 5th grade and up, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then on the Tuesdays and Thursdays, they'll complete their work at home under the guidance of their parents.
I think overall a good word. Someone described it recently. We were talking and I said, peace. We have peace in our home again, because my boys would go to school all day, and then we get home at night and then they'd have all their homework to do and their activities and their sports. And so now they work hard during the days that they're home, and they're challenged and they're still learning, and it's fantastic curriculum and what they're engaged in. But at the same time, in the evenings, we still have family dinners. We're able to get to practice, and it's stress-free. So it's been nice.
The mission of Legacy is to prepare our students to be college-worthy character witnesses for Christ. And the title University Model insinuates that it's preparing our students to transition into a university or college with very little adjustment, because they've already been working on the university model and schedules.
My favorite thing is the model of schooling, like how you're at home Tuesdays and Thursdays and at school on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I just think that's really preparing me for university.
In recent months, our students have been accepted by colleges like Texas A&M, the University of Texas, Texas Tech, Baylor, Abilene Christian, and the list goes on.
The academics at Legacy have really prepared my kids for the next step, which would be college. And these kids at an early age, down kindergarten all the way through, senior year, they're learning skills that they're going to have to learn otherwise as a freshman in college.
We believe that every subject comes from God. So while we do have chapels and Revolution for our middle school and high school students where they can go and hear a lecture or a testimony, we believe that every subject, you can find God in the middle of it.
I think what I appreciate most is that Jesus is included in the education that they get. So I spent 8 years teaching public high school, and I have an appreciation for what kids learn in public high school. And yet I still decided to send my kids to Legacy. So while Legacy had the academics that were satisfied what was in me as a teacher to impart to my children, they take a Christian worldview and thoughts on Jesus and teachings of Jesus and impart academics into that. And you just don't get that in public school.
I often have the opportunity to tell the kids with many of the projects that we begin, God was the first great artist. And what we're doing is just following his lead.
I think one of the things that makes Legacy great is parental investment, not just involvement, but their investment. And you can look around at our facility, our football program, our basketball program, our theater, our praise band, our newsletter, all came from the work and investment of parents.
Right now we have football, volleyball, girls and boys basketball, track, swim, dive, golf, tennis, cross country, and then pretty much the same sports at the junior high level as well.
As we began growing Legacy, the one thing we knew we needed was a full experience for our students. We didn't want them to miss out on anything. And so as soon as we could, we began making sure that they had events like homecoming dance, green out games, prom, all of the events that we got to go to when we were in high school. Our students have those same experiences here.
Everyone just loves each other. It's such a great environment. All the teachers, you have great relationships with all the teachers here because they care about what your grade is. Like they want you to succeed here.
Academics is really second to the spiritual growth and spiritual well-being of our students. That's our main focus. If we miss that mark, then we've missed it.
What we want from them when they leave here is their confidence in what they believe. Know what you believe, know why you believe it, and be able to defend that faith. So it's a boldness that we expect them to leave here with. And we think that that is summed up best in Here Am I, Send Me, which is from the book of Isaiah, where at a point in Israel's past, or Israel's time, where God is saying, you know, who is going to go for me? And Isaiah said, I will. So that's where the motto comes from. Here am I, send me, exclamation point.